back in the Chatterbox studio, you guys. Glowing, flowing. The day has been outstanding. I superseded expectations today. The boys have had a great day. I'm tired. Excuse me. That was a yawn, you guys. Excuse me. This is live. The boys have had an outstanding day. Things have worked well today. Sometimes it's up and down, it's ebb and flows, and I'm grateful. I guess usually I don't go live late like this, but I had to come and tap in real quick because I want y'all to know, in the chatterbox, in the YouTube streets, that God is real. And he has been showing up and showing out so hard for me and my family, you guys. And I'm not trying to take anybody to church, but baby, if you don't know God, I recommend you get to know him. Because one thing about it is, when we feel lonely, when we feel pain, when we feel any type of despair, all we have to do is call out to him. You guys, I have been broke as hell. I'm talking about down on my dick. I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. I didn't know how I was going to pay my car note. I got my house 7 years ago. February makes 8 years. And for the first 2 or 3 years, like, I just was just so excited to be in a house again. Like, this is my second house that I've been in. And I was just so thankful to God. I was walking on eggshells, baby. I did not want to move. I didn't want to pass gas wrong, because I wanted to make sure that me and my kids never, ever have to go through what we went through. And I'm so grateful. God, when I didn't know how it was going to come, you made sure that me and my babies were covered. And I'm not on Section 8. I don't get any child support as of yet. However, he has made a way. And I'm like, wow, man, it seemed like that time has flown by. And, he pulled me out of a very dark place. Like, when you're separating from somebody that you love, or somebody that you thought you were going to be with, it can make you depressed. It can make you feel like, Lord, what am I going to do? But I picked up the pieces. I moved from Nashville to back to East Tennessee, where my mom is at, and she helped me. And look at us now. And I'm so grateful. And I don't take anything for granted. I don't take I don't take anything for granted, you guys. The small stuff, the big stuff, I don't take it for granted, baby, because I know what it feels to be without. You know what I'm saying? And God bless the man, the woman that has their own, baby. Ain't nothing worse than sleeping in somebody's house that you know they don't want your ass there. They don't want you there. They're not going to tell you that, because one thing about me is I'm a moneymaker. I'm going to get to the bag. I'm going to find a way to get the money. And then, as far as like working, clock in jobs and things of that nature, I've always been able to get a real good job and go right in management. So, you're going to make the money. One thing about me is that it was always beneficial, but it's fun at first. If you're living with a friend or whatever, it's fun at first. But then, people want their space, especially if they have kids, if they have a family. I might let you stay here for a little bit, but after so long, you're going to have to get up on your feet and take care of yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So I never stayed long. When I left my son's father, I stayed. It didn't take me 90 days to get on my feet. It didn't take me 90 days to get on my feet. And then I got my little car. You know what I'm saying? I got me a little hoopty. Which it was a real good hoopty, the Acura, because I'm talking about that thing was a cross country big baby. I mean, I'm talking about I took that thing from Tennessee to Texas and everything in between, and was able to put the money down to get myself a house. It's necessary when you have a family, because I feel like everybody should have their own room. So I feel like what happened. I feel like I was so blessed. And I'm grateful. And to God be the glory, you guys. I like to give God his praise because, you know, we can talk about the bad times, but let's talk about the times that God has blessed us. I like to talk about the good times. I really don't. The bad times, I'm so used to being alone that to really talk about the bad times is getting easier for me, but I don't like to complain. I don't want my spirit to be in a spirit of, okay, I'm complaining. Lord, I don't want to be that person, that negative friend, always negative. No, I want to look at my glass halfway full instead of halfway empty. I know I got these bills to pay, but at the end of the day, it's going to work itself out. It's going to work itself out. It's going to work itself out, and it always does. And so to God be the glory. You guys, it is currently 10:04 Eastern Standard Time. I am on my way. Hold on real quick. I am pulling in. Here we go. I'm pulling into the raceway because I have to load my Cash App so that I can buy my son's pictures. So the thing said $29.99, but there's tax on everything. So it actually came out to 42 and some change. Baby, I had already took my shower. I was finna eat the rest of these good old street tacos. And then I realized that I didn't have enough. So here I am again, out and about, but I'm just loading this card. And honey, baby, mama is finna get her butt in the bed. I get up at 5 a.m. every morning, you guys. So shout out to that 5 a.m. club. You know what I'm talking about? For real. Hi, everybody. Buenos noches. Hi, Hanson Pen. Julia Watkins. Oh, Wilkerson, excuse me. Bruno Mars' brother. I know. I wish that I was like, Lord. So let me, you know what I'm saying? I had to Google how I could load the card. So I'm up here at the Speedway getting ready to go in here and handle this business. Street tacos. I got one barbacoa. I got one chorizo and one steak taco with everything on it. Yeah, so it was so far. Go back into some of the previous content. You could get a look at, because I showed y'all the taco stand, bright and beautiful in color, smelling so good. And then I showed y'all once I got the tacos it was giving it up, baby. Them street tacos are so good. And so I feel like the taco stands make the best tacos, period. And in Dallas, Texas, which I'm a bluebonnet baby to my core, in my city, my favorite place to get tacos is Fuel City, right down the street from Lou Sterrick. So if you know anything about Dallas, Texas, and Lou Sterrick, then I wonder. Okay, that's both my lights. I'm like, is both my lights on? But yeah, the Fuel City that's right down the street from Lou Sterrick, down, kind of like downtownish a little bit. Not really downtown, but kind of close to downtown. Fire. Some of the best tacos I've ever had in my life. But yeah, Fuel City. If you're ever in Dallas, Texas, go get you some street tacos from Fuel City, and ask around. It's the Fuel City that's like right down the street from Lou Sterrick. I can't put it any more easier than that. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all, I love you. I should take y'all up in the store with me, but I'm not, so I could be focused. Top of the mañana. I love y'all. Ciao, Bella.